The tones dropped, and it was for a car wreck. And you could hear the deputy sheriff in the background. He was frantic on the radio. Where's the fire department? Where's the fire department? She's trapped. The car's on fire. They immediately requested to put our aircraft on standby, and I told them, I can't do this. I can't go.
I knew, because I had oriented Phil and we had been friends for a few years, that there was some kind of big event, but we hadn't talked about it. I actually saw a Facebook post a day or two before Phil and I spoke of the person who was involved in Phil's event, the patient. And I asked him about it.
Dave brought it up, and I kind of told him my story. I worked for a fire department. A pickup truck rear-ended an 18-wheeler that was virtually at a standstill on the highway. It burst into flames. There was a girl entrapped in it. When I picked up the side airbag curtain, she said, "God, please help me." It took about 45 minutes to get the fire contained and extrication to get her out, and when we pulled her out, she was burnt to the bone. Most of her bones on her feet were burnt off, and she stayed awake the whole time. My problem with this call was that I sat in the car with her for 45 minutes and we bonded while I tried to do everything I could possibly do, but more importantly is that I wanted to take away her pain, and that haunted me, that she sat in that car burning to death, and was awake and felt all of it. And it was tough, because to me I'd failed.
He told it from beginning to end, and it was gut-wrenching. And I could tell that it was weighing on him. Didn't happen here, but it was impacting what he was doing here.
Dave suggested help. Would I consider it? He said, maybe it's time. And I took it.
PHI felt it was critical to have a peer support and critical incident team because we recognize the stress that our employees are under when they're providing the vital services to the community.
We have about 25 peer support team members from all disciplines. We have clinicians, we have pilots, mechanics, administrative, communication specialists. Many times, talking with one of their peers about what they've experienced and what they're feeling and dealing with at any given time is sufficient and helps them get back to the lives that they love. And we try to align the person that they'll be talking with from the peer support team where they have commonalities. So whether that be they've been practicing for the same period of time, or they've had some experiences that are relatable, or they come from the same background. So if we have a pilot reach out, we like to have them talking with another pilot who speaks the same language and has those shared experiences. Dr. Tanya Glenn is a licensed psychologist who serves as the medical director for our peer support and critical incident team. Our peer support team members talk with the individual, and after talking with them, it's identified that Dr. Glenn would be beneficial for them, then we connect them with Dr. Glenn.
My specialty is post-traumatic stress disorder. It is definitely my calling. I've always worked with post-traumatic stress disorder and what I call furnace blast trauma, which is what public safety people are exposed to.
We expose our rescuers to some of the most trying circumstances that a person could ever imagine in their life. Equally, we have to provide them with the tools to handle that when they get back home.
The team members, since they operate under my license, are granted confidentiality at the same level that I carry.
I don't give any detail ever to anyone other than another peer support team member. And then as a base manager, if an employee of mine is involved in a peer support team interaction, I never hear about it. So the confidentiality is just absolute, and it's got to be.
It's not housed in their personnel file. It's not stored in their employee file at the base or within their department. There's no record of their name anywhere that can come back and haunt them. And I believe that that is a fear that many people have.
This is a stellar team, and they are really truly there with their hearts open to every PHI employee who needs help.
This is our own people helping each other through very stressful times.
When Phil first came to see me, he felt like he should be able to manage everything, and most first responders feel that way.
She scheduled me in less than a week, I think. I went in and we did the process.
My favorite technique in treating post-traumatic stress disorder is a technique called eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR.
She made me realize that I have a trigger, and she identified that trigger for me. There truly was an accumulation of events, and some of them I thought were minor.
Cumulative stress, facing the same difficult, challenging things day over day, year over year, has an impact on our bodies. It takes a toll over time.
We're emotional creatures. This job has got to take a toll. And acknowledging that toll, I think, is the only healthy thing we can do.
Someone thinking about asking the peer support team for help might hesitate for many reasons. Embarrassment, shame, fear.
The biggest misunderstanding about the peer support and critical incident team is that anyone who reaches out is weak.
I'm going to be viewed as the person who can't gut it up, and that's the antithesis of what Phil did. That was the bravest thing I've seen him do, ever seen him do.
I'm different after the process, for the better.
The days of people suffering in silence, the days where people are embarrassed to ask for help, those days are gone.
This is not about how tough you are. It is absolutely normal that this kind of emotional job affect you, and it's okay to ask for help.
There's no issue too small. There's no call too insignificant.
We would never want to say, oh, you know what, that's no big deal. That's not what we do in this field, and that's certainly not what a peer support person would do.
This plan allows PHI to take care of its employees, gives them the tools to take care of themselves. Most people that do this, they love this. They love their career. PHI is far out in front of this compared to anybody else. Don't wait, don't be scared. Call them.